Condition here. I don't know what's going on outside. I don't know. But I know it's not good all the time. Listen, I don't know what's going on. But the title is Fake Psychics That Got Busted Mid-Act, or Fake Psychics Get Exposed Mid-Act at Papa Ru's. Now that's where I found this video. That was kind of the title of his video. He has great oration. Great orator. So recently, I had some experiences. And I think we all do, whether we admit it or not, especially if you're the type of person that either is afraid of what everybody says or afraid of what everybody don't say. So some people are afraid of people saying, oh, that's weird. Oh, no, you're phony. Oh. So maybe you don't do things. And then there's people that things happen and they just talk about it. That's what they experienced. So recently I had an experience where I would have dreams of people coming into my vision. I didn't take it as good or bad, as sin or saint activity. I didn't take it as evil or good. It was an event. A person came into my dream state or meditation state, and they were sitting next to a house, or they would just appear by themselves with like a simple smirk, and I'm like, this person is not dead. This person took a vacation from everybody. That's how I felt. Like she was just tired of people. So I see them as living somewhere, literally at times, and they just don't reach out. But then they reach out to me, and it's like, because I didn't go to the person's funeral, but I heard they were passed. So I'm like, okay, crazy. But in that vision, they showed me something, and I was like, okay, back burner. I don't know what that is. What is this? What is this? What is this? I don't know. And then I start having all these other events in different places, same event, and I'm like, what the skip is this, right? What is this? What is this? So I'm like carrying on with my life because I don't know what this is. So okay, so I'm like, I'm just putting it up here. Normally I can get it better, but something I don't have to. So I'm like, back burner right going on. And then hello Rogers fan, hi. And then something else happens and I'm like, wait, that goes with that. And then I'm hearing people say, you have property and it looks like this. And I saw a property and it looked like this, not like what I heard. Yeah, I did. And I'm like, And I'm like, people are fighting over this. And I'm like, well, what's that about? So again, I'm going to all these different places and the same movies with the same theme comes on about inheritances and houses and family members. And I'm like, okay, either the government is playing with my TV transmissions at this period of time or this is weird. I mean, I went to several. Hello, lip years. Hi, how are you? I went to several hotels because people were running me in hotels away from home and my own place, my kids. I mean, they separated us ruthless, right? And I'm having no clue of what's going on. I'm not really thinking about it. I'm going through life like, well, I left them with my mom and dad, which I don't trust. But they're old enough to say if something's wrong, I'll come back, whatever. But someone was throwing me out in the wilderness, and I'm like, what is going on? So I'm studying these inheritances movies. Hello, Talon. How are you? Talon. And I'm like, what is this? I'm seeing all this inheritance stuff. I saw one with Bill Cosby. I saw one with, looked like, it wasn't Gene Wilder, but somebody that looks like him that's modern day. I remember the man's face. I cannot pick up his name. I would love to see that movie again. I'm seeing another movie, Bustin' Loose. And then I remember the movie with Jack Nicholson with, Hello, Griselda, with Jack Nicholson. And I'm seeing all of these movies. What was his name? Richard Pryor. And I'm like, why are all these movies about inheritances? Then I go to another hotel at a different time. And there's more. I wake up and there's an inheritance movie. And I'm like, where's Ashton Kutcher? What is this? This is a joke, right? So then I reconnect with people and they're acting weird. And I'm hearing things about a secret bank account. I'm hearing things about bankruptcies. And I'm hearing things about documents and houses and land and farms and animals and my daughters and this guy. And I'm like, what is going on? Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Hello, everybody. Happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoy it. No one ever wishes me happy birthday. I mean, yeah, maybe on Facebook. That's good. I'm grateful. Amen. So, I'm like, this is wacky. So I continue on my journey of being bounced around different hotels, different experiences. Then this guy reconnects to me. And the things that come out of his face is coinciding with what I've heard. Now, he doesn't have anything to do with what I hear here. But everything he was saying was like confirmation. And I'm like, he knows something. Then he starts talking about this bank account. He starts talking about robbing a bank. And I'm like, are these people being paid to do this? What is the people? Because there was other people, like family, that were making statements towards me, doing things towards me that lined up with what I was hearing and seeing. And I'm like, so I filed a bankruptcy because someone kept tearing up my cars. I don't have a car now. If you guys have an extra car, feel free to donate. Okay? If you have an extra space, feel free to donate. But I filed the bankruptcy and everybody calls me. Did you file a bankruptcy? Well, we have an account and somehow it was frozen or closed because you filed bankruptcy. What the hell me filing bankruptcy got to do with this damn account? So if you have an extra card, if you want to donate to this channel so I can continue in my own space because I'm in someone else's, if you would like to donate to the channel or to me to assist me with moving on, me and my daughters, which are adults, but they've been tossed out into this universe too on their necks. They're probably doing good, but they're not with me. Feel free to donate. Okay, thank you so much. So I thought that I would finally open up and kind of explore a little bit and investigate. So I'm listening more intently, which I kind of turned off my ears because it's too much. So people are saying things that's coinciding with the visions that I had. People are acting in ways that says, yes, there's something shady going on here. People are steady walking up to me wanting to fight, friend, family, foe. And I'm like, I don't have any foes. Apparently these are those foes. What the frick is this? So I don't claim to understand psychic abilities. I really think they're God gifts that helps us protect ourselves and others, and people shouldn't play with that. I mean, you may have an experience. It may have been really targeted or active at that moment or period of time in order to help yourself or someone else. I don't think we can control it, and it's at will per se. Like you can just go and say, hey, look, you, which has happened. There was a young lady in the car. I had some cards. These were gospel cards, which my family go, oh, we don't want you using gospel cards either. All that paper. These are the ones that are acting like they have a secret from me, as if I have land and property and money, and they're using it while I'm sitting here struggling out in the world. However, back to the point. I personally feel that this is activated by God to protect us and others, not necessarily for entertainment. I think it's to bring clarity to situations that maybe the devil wants to hide from people that are innocent. Sometimes when people are in danger, I believe God wants angels to step up and guard that person. If not, hear for themselves, I need to be cautious. And I think that comes from the connection of you being obedient to the laws in the Bible. And it's not religious per se, it's more or less a maintenance that we should have regularly by speaking to God, by meditating with God, by listening to God and for God. This is not a religious thing. We are small gods. We have to connect to our Creator. When you don't, you get depression. When you don't, you get voids in your life. You get loneliness. You get all these different things. But when God accompanies you, it's a little bit more colorful. Do people hurt you? Yes. Do people do things to hurt you? Yes. But you have a comforter. You have a healer. You have a comfort keeper. Okay, a company keeper. You have a mind regulator. You have all that you need when you have God. It's the truth. He's a provider, a waymaker, a heavy load sharer, a mind regulator. Did I say that? He is a friend in the time of need. Indeed, he is a shelter in the time of storm. Did I say that? All right, he's so many things. Heartbreaker, a heart fixer, mind regulator, shelter in a time of storm, everything. You need, he's a family, sister, brother, father, mother, everything. You name it. He is it. He's a provider. So when people are not available, we should already be connected to Source, which is God. And in the times of our need of safety, provision, whatever, he knows how to direct us. Such as now, if there is someone that is harboring money laundering or something of that nature, God can reveal that to you. Now, the way it just came out was more or less, if God knows that that is your provision and someone's hogging it up and trying to take you out so they have it, in some cases they do get people dead because maybe they're not in tune with the truth. They're going along with the lie. And that blocks them from understanding the connection or communication that God may be giving them as a warning. Hey, wake up. Hey, wake up. And then some people looking on may be like, oh, they don't know. They're not paying attention. That's not the point. God knows and he's paying attention. He knew the whole time. And if he wants you to know, you will know. And you don't have to necessarily respond the way people think you should. Snapping off, letting people know this, that, and the other. No, stay cool. God's got it all under control. So again, I think it's not necessarily called psychic ability. It's called discernment. A young lady gets in the car, and I have the cards, nothing to it. I don't need the cards. I've never used cards. I'm not knocking it or celebrating it. What I'm saying is, when all this happened, I didn't have anything. I was just asleep, minding my business, and I would wake up to these movies. I would be resting, and I would see things, and it's like, why did I see that? I don't understand everything. I don't try to. I do pray about some things, but it's a little bit overwhelming because why do I need to know that? What can I do? In some cases. So I pray, Father, show me what to do with this. So I don't think it's something you can do at will with discernment. The young lady was sitting there and I had the cards. I'm flipping them because my hands hurt a lot. This morning they were hurting. So I used the cards to feel better. And what are the witches of West Side said? Don't use the cards in the house. It makes me nervous. Why are you worrying about what I'm doing? It's a big house. We all go around. Go get a man. Why are you worrying about what I'm doing? You need a man. So I basically was sifting through them. I read them, their scriptures, their affirmations, like you're beautiful, stay beautiful as you are, things of that nature. And the young lady saw them. She said, oh my God, I'm so scared to get into this like most people. I don't care. I don't care. Scared or not, I don't care. When I turned 40, I was pretty much like, now some things you should be cautious of. You don't want to open devilish things, but hey, the devil is in us. That's our nature. That's why we need to have more God, vegetable, and fruits and water than the devilish things in life because they're both present. And you want more of one or the other or a great balance. But when it's 50-50, it's easy to go over to the other dark side and have a lot of fun. That will land you up in trouble somehow, here or later. So my point is, she was sitting there, she said, oh, I'm so scared to open up that door, but what can you tell me? And I'm like, I don't need the cards, but I'm picking up on the other lady more. This lady behind, the lady I said, do you know someone, Deb or Debbie? She's like, oh my God, she was just annoying. And I said, I don't know, I just felt more strongly that you were coming through more than her for some reason. And they was like, oh God. And I said, well, if you want, you can get me on YouTube at my page, and yeah, just follow me there. See what happens. And she's like, okay, did you get that? Did you get that? Did you get that? So I started to write it down, but I'm like, crunch time. I gotta work. So I don't think it's something that's at will that you can control. Like, oh, let me turn it on today. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's considered psychic stuff. I think it's more or less the gift of God called discernment, either to bring clarity or justice or whatever is needed. Because God uses people. He can talk to you directly, but a lot of people, again, they're distracted by life, worldly things, distractions, everyday life, people, what the circus is doing, what life is doing, what the news is saying. There's a lot of distractions. So maybe people cannot connect to God on their own. I've been there. But now, more than ever, I have to connect to Him on a regular basis for things. And I'm grateful for that. Okay? So I don't know who's fake. I don't know who's real. I don't know what psychics are. I believe it is called discernment in the Bible. It could be something else. And people shouldn't play with that. But whatever the case, may the Lord bless you, keep you, and may His light shine upon you. And treat people how you want to be treated, And yeah, connect with your Creator, and He will show you things that you never thought. He'll connect you to people you never knew or would imagine you know, and take you places you never thought you'd been. Absolutely. In my head, I am absolutely sitting in an office with darn near a glass desk. I'm in a small suit. Hair is pinned to the T the way I like it. And I am looking at briefcases of money that are being stored in a safe. It comes in, I calculate, or whatever I do, records, and we toss it in that safe that no one knows anything about, or feed it into the safe, whatever. And I'm just calculating and doing stuff like this. But I look more glamorous in my position, whatever that is. I've seen this vision. And I'm literally probably at home. I probably do travel here and there. I do that now. And I love to drive. But older I get, I like to sit. It hurts because someone wants everything to be uncomfortable for me. So I'm injured. So if I stand up, I feel like this hip is out. And I'm young, guys. Somebody's working overtime to injure me. But give me a minute. You're not going to recognize me. Maybe the eyes. Maybe a little bit of the face. We'll see. But there will be a lot of changes, and I'm very excited. So, watch the video. It's called Fake Psychics That Got Busted Mid-Act. Papa Ruz, or Ruz, R-U-Z-Z. Okay? And tell me what you think here on this channel, because again, I had my own experiences which may lead me to wealth, and I think we should listen more often to the discernment of God that brings you wealth. Now, these people that I saw in these visions, one was passed. Actually, in the movies, a lot of those people were passed, but except Jack Nicholson and maybe a few others. But this person that showed me a house or something, she's deceased. So in my heart, she's not. I think she's living somewhere else and tired of everybody. She hides and peeks out to see me. Hey, girl, don't tell nobody you saw me today. But she never talks. So I can't say I talk to dead people. I think this was just a symbol and a sign that something was left and someone tried to take it. I don't know. But God is good and worthy to be praised. You have a wonderful day. Until next time. Oh, you can share your experience too if you like in the comments. I don't know. I think we all have them, whether we acknowledge it or not, because we're scared people go think crazy. Well, too late for me. Shoot.